Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, September 19th, 2022. It is 8:22 a.m. Eastern, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Let's do an audio-visual check. I'm going to say hello to my friends, do a couple chart requests, and at 6:30 down here in this far right corner, that's the time that I'll get started with indices, commodities, crypto, movers, and shakers of the day. I may miss it by a minute or two, but you know what? I'm kind of hitting that. Oh, thank you, Night Truck. Hey, Dino. Casey, ER, thank you. Hey, Maddie. Hey, Lisa. Bennett, ER, Sam, Topher, Whitney, Greg, Ram. Hey, Mary and Roger, bonjour. Hey, Visual Adrenaline, loud and clear. Hopefully not too loud. Yes. Good morning. I have a few minutes to do a couple chart requests, so if you have any, plop them in that chat room. Ay. Top of the morning to you, Daniel. Hey, Slow Devil, Mike. Slow Devil, you know what? Short bounces and use overbought conditions on 5 and 15 minute to short those bounces. I think the first hourly overbought is going to give us a great opportunity to short. Buenos dias. Hey, Francisco. Again, who allows me to put images on here? I'm just waiting for them to revoke my rights. I don't know why anyone would give me permission to do that. Thanks, Maddie. FedEx, okay. So FedEx last week had earnings, but they're on the most anticipated earnings whatever calendar. Let me show you so I make a little bit of sense. Right here. The week of 9/19, they have FedEx for Thursday. That's weird. They usually don't make mistakes, but we saw what happened to FedEx last Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday after hours, sorry. Huge gap down on earnings. And there is a 3-day rule for a reason. When you have companies miss earnings, they'll miss earnings, they get beat up pretty bad, and then the next day you'll see downgrades come in. Like I see a lot of downgrades on Adobe. I'll get to FedEx. Sorry, I'm all over the place. So we had earnings back here, and Adobe got 2 downgrades this morning. So that's why I do the 3-day no-touch rule, trying to bottom fish these bounces, because you just have bad news begets more bad news, basically. So FedEx, your resistance 162.33, the high of after hours, then 161.84 is the high of Friday. Your low 155. I don't know if it's going to hold. They delivered some really bad news. Like, things have fundamentally changed for FedEx. The company that it was back here, it's not the same company now. And at what is the proper discount, I have no idea. Got a gap back here filled. So I've given you the resistance levels, the support 155, below 155. You have a gap down here at 140.75. It would not shock me for that to get taken out. That could be a target below. I'm just full of good news this morning, ain't I? Okay. Isn't that CTF whatever? This one? This doesn't look right. I think that's what it was before it became Rome. I'm sorry, I can't help you. I can't find that chart. REK on the stock side. Okay, short real estate. So if it's a short real estate ETF or ETN, I'm going to go look at the underlying. So yes, we're in a daily downtrend. So the next bounce on XLRE could be an opportunity to go long REK, which is short real estate. 1801 is your support. Nice bounce. Plenty of room for a 4-hour high or low. Oh, night truck, really? Paul. FedEx and UPS to merge. Their new ticker is Fed Up. I love that. Okay, let's do tilt. TLT, the 20-year bond, 106.24 is your support from last week. The 8 EMA is just totally dominating price. Look at this US 10-year. That is a daily chart that's just enviable. I couldn't think of another word to explain it. It's just such a bull, impressive move. We had a little bit of a blow off top this morning. Market bulls are hoping that'll calm down. The US 10-year, it was really getting spunky this morning. Hopefully that was a little blow off top. We can see some consolidation so the market could get a bounce. But going back to TLT on the hourly, looks like you have support 106.28 and that 106.15. And bears are just going to be waiting up here for a lower high compared to 107.43. Okay, and semiconductors continue to get hit pretty hard. It's not holding up as well as Nvidia was, at least earlier when I looked at it. I would be looking at top fish 12560 or 12574 versus buying the low down here at 123. We're just too close to the low. It doesn't make me comfortable. I'd feel more comfortable shorting. Now I want to look at Newmont Mining. Gold keeps getting beat up on the strong dollar. Bullish engulfing candle on Friday. 44.60 is your next resistance. You want to look for a bullish confirmation today. We have enough room for a 4-hour high or low. And then you could look to possibly bottom fish 43.08. Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Aw, Chris, you're welcome. Y'all ready to get started? Let's do this. Good morning. This is who I am. I'm Chart Gal Lori. You want to give me a follow on Twitter at ChartGalLori. You want to check us out at chartguys.com and see what we do. We are a thriving trading community and we teach technical analysis. And what I do here every morning is I try to get you ready for the trading day to the best of my ability. We look at the indices, the major commodities, a couple crypto names, and then we look for movers and shakers of the day of what we could possibly get some day trades. And I look for bull and bear setups. And I always encourage you to take the setup that mirrors the market. So if the market continues its pullback, then we're going to be targeting those bear setups. If the market gets a good bounce going, we're going to target those bull setups. So I had this drawn out last week. I have not touched the lines at all. I haven't touched them. They probably need to be adjusted down here, but we were looking for this due to these outside bars. Okay, you need to stop yelling, lady. Seen enough of you. We had an outside bar the prior week, Labor Day week. We had an outside bar last week. So we keep getting these outside bars and it's setting up for broadening formation on a higher time frame. So overall bounces are for shorting in my opinion. But bulls could find a relief bounce in here at the bottom of this megaphone. Let me make sure everything's okay. I got tagged. Oh, sorry. Good morning. Yeah, crypto's been getting hit for sure. Mayor, that's a great question. How can I decide when to enter the market for longer term? Have some criteria and say the market has to earn my money. So I want to see hourly trend changes to the upside or a 4-hour trend change. So a 4-hour trend change is a little bit more reliable, of course, than an hourly trend change. So I would say, here's what I need to see. I need to see SPY in a 4-hour uptrend. I need to see QQQ in a 4-hour uptrend and Apple in a 4-hour uptrend in order for me to feel confident that my longs are going to work in this market. And so you just define that criteria of what you're looking for. So I take note of this broadening formation, obviously. I take note of it. But for me, it's just an extra piece of information. I still have to stick with where are the hourly EMAs, and the hourly EMAs remain overhead. As long as the hourly EMAs are overhead, we stay short. We have a potential hourly bear flag. You have support at 384625. That's the low of overnight. And you have a short-term level high 3863, that little pop. Then above that, 3885. Regardless, and it's pretty cool, this 12-hour chart, look how it held up on the hourly. So we do have this broadening formation that's in play. It gets me a little bit, a glimmer of hope, but that glimmer of hope has to be backed up by price action, and the bulls just aren't doing it right now. So on the 15-minute, we have an EQ. We need to get over 3863 for a 15-minute trend change. NASDAQ. Oh, FOMC is Wednesday. I'm looking at my notes on another screen. So I have notes on another screen, and when I'm done, I copy and paste those for TCG members so they can slice and dice them as they see fit. So Hang Seng was down 1% overnight, and DAX is currently down 0.47. So it's been bouncing pretty nicely for the last 3 hours. Germany. FOMC is Wednesday. We could prepare to the cows come home. But Wednesday, when Powell opens his mouth, things could absolutely change on a dime. We're looking for massive volatility on Wednesday when the new rate increase or rate hike is announced. If it's 0.75, things should be hunky-dory, as my grandma would say. But if it's announced a full point basis hike, BPS or whatever it's called, basis point, shoot, what is it? Anyway, if it's a full point, then we could have some major bear volatility. So, because that's not priced in at this point. Okay, NASDAQ 4-hour downtrend, resistance 11,961, support 11,77850. We are still inside Friday's range. I would say that's pretty impressive that we're still inside Friday's range. ES broke the low of Friday. NASDAQ has not. Potential hourly bear flag. So whatever little bull hopium I deal today, if I deal you a little bull hopium with the broadening formation on the 12-hour on SPY and then the 12-hour broadening formation on VIX, and we're at the upper end of that, regardless of the hopium that I'm dealing, don't get addicted because the price action still points down. As long as the hourly EMAs are overhead, we watch for 15-minute overbought conditions to enter shorts or re-enter shorts. RTY. Basis points. I know what it is, Paul, and then you're just like, it's Monday, and I haven't even completed one cup of coffee. I get so busy working, I forget to drink my coffee. I think that's part of the issue too. Thank you, MG. Yep, that's what it is. It's when higher highs don't get follow throughs and lower lows don't get follow through. All right, RTY. RTY, we're holding this low, 1778, 1779. My futures man, Jungle Font, was pointing out it's still holding the low because of contango. But if we go look at RTYZ, the December contract, it broke the low. But I would still say it's broke the low by $6. This could still be considered a double bottom. So RTY, again, is still holding up better than the other major other three indices. Potential hourly bear flag, RTY, has some relative strength comparatively, but hourly EMAs are overhead. We look for bounces to short. YM is super weak. It's relatively weak compared to its peers. We have a potential hourly bear flag. Hourly EMAs are overhead. And you see how they're just walking down price? We got a good little bounce going on Friday, and that just cooled off RSI for them to take it down again. VIX. So I haven't adjusted these lines. We have a potential megaphone here, and that is higher highs without follow through, higher highs, and lower lows without follow through. And we're still up here. So this candle closes 12 hours. So this candle closes at 1 p.m. today, my time. So we still have significant amounts of math. So we still have 7 hours left for this candle to close. So this candle could still close below this trend line. And I think it is notable that Friday's VIX high, we can't get past it. So ES broke the low, so SPY broke the low of Friday, and VIX could not break the high of Friday. I think that's notable. And this is part of my bull hopium I'm dealing this morning. Is this, we're at the top of this broadening formation on VIX, and we're at the bottom of the broadening formation on ES. Now, let's see if these silly lines can hold. US 10-year. US 10-year has been an absolute rocket ship. It got a little spunky this morning and it brought the market down. And as soon as it cooled off and chilled out a little bit, then the market was able to get a relief bounce going. So show me another chart that looks this good. This US 10-year needs to lose the daily 8 EMA for equities to get a decent bounce going. So back to whomever asked, how do we know when to start our potential longer swings? When is the market stable? In my opinion, it's going to have to take the US 10-year rolling over and the dollar chilling out in order for equities to get a decent bounce. And the dollar, we're still inside Friday's range. I was looking for a 4-hour lower high. We have a double top here at 110, 174, 110, 175, and we have hourly inside bars. We need the dollar to roll over. We need US 10-year to roll over in order for the market to get a bounce. And if I'm majorly repeating myself, it's on purpose. It's for myself. When I say things 2, 3, 4 times, I'm actually talking to myself as well, saying, hey, don't get bamboozled by this stuff. X, Y, and Z need to happen in order for you to get long the market. And it helps, the repetition helps, I guess, increase my conviction. All right, we talked about Hang Seng, DAX. Bitcoin. Well, it kind of fell over last night. Let me get some water. Hourly EMAs are still overhead. We've made enough room for hourly higher low, but look at that 4-hour inside bars and 4-hour potential bear flag. So these little tiny bounces, all it's doing is cooling off RSI for bears to re-enter. It's giving you a chance to re-enter. Let's go look at the weekly. Downtrend. Daily, downtrend. 4-hour, downtrend. Hourly, downtrend. 15-minute is an uptrend, but we're getting whacked right here with a 15-minute 50 MA. So hourly and above, we are bearish on Bitcoin. So here's your best probability trades. If you want to trade crypto today, is wait for overbought conditions. So 5-minute, did we get overbought there? Yep. Overbought and we pulled back. So I would wait for 15-minute overbought as a potential area to short. And I was looking at Riot and Mara for potential shorts. They're just beat up so much. I just don't know how much meat is left on the bone here. It may be a lot. I don't know. But I just didn't think they were good risk to reward setup. So Bitcoin, 4-hour inside bars, 4-hour potential bear flag. And look at this volume. You see the bears pick up volume, and look at this bull volume. So we want bull volume declining on a potential bear flag. And this is just a classic bear flag. Look at the space between price and the 8 EMA. I use a quick EMA, the 8, not the 12. Look how far price is from the 8 EMA. It just shows the velocity that the bears have and the power and pure control. And overbought conditions could make for great shorting opportunities in crypto today. Ethereum, potential 4-hour bear flag. Do you see it? See that? Below the 8 EMA, we got upper wicks of bears selling into these tiny little pops. So the hourly, they're making enough room for hourly higher low, but man, do they have an uphill battle to climb on the 4-hour. Y'all look, daily ain't even oversold on Bitcoin or Ethereum. So this isn't massive oversold conditions where you would say, okay, I'm looking for a bounce. This isn't waterfalling. This is controlled selling. Ethereum, did I give you levels? Resistance is up at, you have a level at 1355. 1440, support 1279, and below 1279, your next support is 1190. Gold. Howdy, Luke. How are you? Okay. Gold. Gold has made enough room for a 4-hour higher low. And look at the hourly. We double topped and we rejected here at the hourly 50 MA and we pulled back. So 4 hour looks kind of promising. Okay, we have enough room for a 4 hour higher low. And then you go look at the finer details, and each pop just keeps getting sold into with the metals. The metals, I think we could be getting near a buy level, but not here. This is a potential daily bear flag. Oil. Oil's getting interesting for me down here. 81.20 is the last daily lower low. So we're looking for a potential higher low compared to 81.20, but the bears have picked up speed. There is a speculation that there will be decreased demand for oil, but I did hear that the 21 million population city in China has 21 million people, that it has reopened. So I was looking for those reopening news headlines to potentially help oil bulls, and it hasn't helped them yet. So 81.20 is your support there on the daily. And this hourly, I know it's a lot of lines. I just wanted to show you the power of the stair step. So now my new hourly lower high, I'm watching this. I want to look for a break of this low bar. So I'm looking for a high, so I call it the high of low bar break. So I'm looking for, if this high holds 82.53, this next hourly candle, if we break through that, then I would enter along and put my stop below, most likely the low of day, looking for an oversold bounce. So I'm watching oil very closely. We have a very, very clear hourly stair step. For me, this is the best trade setup for myself this morning, is looking for that 81.20 to potentially hold. We got no guarantees, 81.20. If we could break that hourly stair step to the upside, so close to that support of 81.20, I like the risk to reward for a long on oil. But they got to show me something. This is a show me state. Okay, natural gas, still getting the snot beat out of it. We had this daily head and shoulders that confirmed we broke bear on Friday, and we continue the bear move. I did the math the other day. What is it now? So far, we have 19% move to the downside in this head and shoulders, and that's happened in only 3 days. 4 hour is oversold. Daily is not even close to oversold. So I would like a potential long on that gas if we were near a support and daily was oversold, and neither one of those things are true. Hey, Michael, I'm telling you everything that I have in my notes, so you're already getting it verbally, but it's my opinion that I give away so much free every day in this pregame show that the notes, I need to save something for the members that do pay. I need to reserve some value for them. So again, there's nothing in the notes that I'm hiding from you. I'm saying every single thing. I'm saying it out loud. So, all right, nat gas 767 is your resistance, and bulls are nowhere to be seen. Apple. So Apple low of Friday needs to hold for Apple bulls and market bulls. So the low of Friday, 14837. See, I'm looking over at my notes to see what I wrote. So we are much closer to the low of Friday than we are on other names. Let me just show you real quick. Flip over to Netflix. You see how Netflix, we're breaking through the high of Friday. But Apple is down here languishing by the 14837. So languishing. I saw, where did I hear that word? Oh, the Great British Baking Show. God, I love that show. And a guy said he was languishing near the bottom. I'm like, what a great word. So the bears or bulls are languishing down here at the low. Bears have control of this chart, potential hourly bear flag. I feel more comfortable shorting bounces on Apple than going long. Amazon has a little bit more room to work with compared to the low of day of Friday. I trade oil. Oil is not looking good, so don't get it twisted. This is a bottom fish. Oil looks terrible right now. I just like a potential long setup, and I use oil futures. So you could trade USO. ERY is the bear. What's the bull one? Energy bull 2. Oh, come on. ERX. That's it. ERX could be a bottom fish for you on oil. Again, oil does not look good at all. This is a high risk bottom fish, but I like the risk to reward since we're so close down here by support. I'm just watching that hourly stair step for a potential long trade. So ERX is a 2 times bull, so it's going to be pretty volatile. So be careful. Be careful using it. Back to Amazon. Amazon resistance 12440. The first resistance is the high of Friday, 12387. And after hours, we hit 12440. Amazon is a little bit stronger than Apple, but at this point, I would say top fishing still makes sense because why? Hourly EMAs or overhead bears are in control. NVIDIA. Oh, Hollywood. I know. Love it. NRGU is a 3 times. Okay, thanks for that. I don't think that one has good liquidity. Yeah, only 179,000 shares traded, so be careful with that one. Liquidity is not as great. Man, that's an expensive one. But thanks for sharing that. I appreciate it. All right, NVIDIA. NVIDIA is stronger than Apple and Amazon. Look at where we are. We're sitting on the hourly 50 EMA, and we're somewhat above the hourly EMAs. Not decisively, but we are above it. So your first resistance, 132.12. And then support 132.50. I like a bottom fish of NVIDIA. I like NVIDIA to the long side because of its proximity to Friday's low. Tesla? What did I write on Tesla? Bulls position better than most. Aggressive bulls could attempt an hourly higher low bottom fish. So I like an hourly higher low bottom fish compared to the low of Friday, 29560. Again, no one has told Tesla that we're in a bear market and the CPI data scared the bejesus out of everybody. Nobody told Tesla because this chart looks just fine. Relative strength. CCL. I don't know why I pick on CCL. I wish I could tell you, but it's just, I saw it in the high volume scan this morning. It has a lot of shares traded. So I would look to top fish 1081, either 1079 or 1081. I like a top fish of CCL. I also like a top fish of Delta compared to 32.33. I noticed it in the high volume scan this morning, and it had already broken through the low of Friday. So top fish of 32.33 on Delta Airlines and Carnival Cruise Lines, short and short. Potential long, Netflix. They got to upgrade this morning. They got good news last week. They're just, everybody's happy, happy, happy. Now, I am watching for a potential megaphone on this one, so we'll see if we can get, we've already gotten through this 24229. Your next resistance is 24648. This is just a bullish chart. I mean, Netflix didn't get the memo that CPI was bad either. So the way to trade Netflix is first 5 minute oversold. We got first 5 minute oversold earlier this morning. That was on low volume, so I'm not counting it. I would say, tell me when RSI hits 30 on the 5 minute. I like that trade setup. And then PLTR. Bears taking out low of Friday. So we have a daily inside bar here. The low of Friday, 764, and we were below it earlier when I was looking at it. This is a potential hourly bear flag. I like a top fish of 783 on PLTR. Okay, Tesla had good news. Slow double. Oh, let me look at it, Night Truck. Ugh, that's a messy one. I see what you're looking at, but it's messy. These higher highs didn't get followed through. Lower lows didn't get followed through. I would be looking more something like this, but that's super messy. We lost the daily uptrend, but we lost that way back here. But we had a daily higher high, higher low, lower high. And we lost that higher low here at 83.13. Hourly EMAs are overhead. That's the clarity I get with XBI. And they did have some news like blue. Oh, they were up much more earlier. So when I see news headlines with biotechs, a few of them up maybe 50%, 60%, whatever, then I get a little bit hesitant to short. I hesitate to short XBI. Your next support's 81.09. I'd keep it simple for myself. As long as these hourly EMAs are overhead, I would do top fishes. 83.46 is a nice top fish setup. Looking for first 5-minute overbought and first 15-minute overbought for shorting. Goog, and we'll call it a day. Oh, we have the open house tomorrow. So if Dan does a live show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have a live show, 3 live shows every single day that is just for members only. And the members only market open live tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do the time change. So 9 a.m. Eastern to 10:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow. We are opening what we provide for community members only. We're opening it to the public so you can kind of get a taste of what we do at TCG. So Goog, resistance 104.09, hourly EMAs are overhead, bears are in charge. This chart just looks like snot. 102.21. I would say we got a double bottom with that, 14.35 cents. I would say that's still considered a double bottom. I'd go with it. But hourly EMAs are overhead. Bears are in control of this chart. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Hit that like button. Go give me a follow on Twitter at ChartGalLori. Check us out at thechartguys.com. And TCGers, I'll see you in the room. Use stop losses.